Today we're going to be doing some live planning and attacking in Supercell Clan League. So you can see this is the base I ended up getting stuck with. Usually the battle day is starting when I'm sleeping, so I'm just taking the last base possible, but that's okay. We're going to see if we're going to be able to pick up the triple here. So this base, I decided to come in with Super Witches. We all know how powerful Super Witches have been, but I'm not going to be using any zap spells. So let's go ahead and write down what the plan's going to be. So I figured I could start with a Warden Walk around 12 o'clock and basically Warden Walk. Oh, wait, hold on. Let's delete the arrow, and we're going to switch this. All right. And by the way, the app I am using to draw out my attacks, I use an app called Skitch if you guys want to check it out. Probably the best app. So my plan was to start the Warden and basically Warden walk this whole section. Make sure the Warden gets down the air defense. We want to make sure the Warden gets down that air defense. Otherwise, that air defense is going to be targeting our healers, and we definitely don't want that. And remember, with Super Witches, the main thing is the funnel. So the Warden's going to funnel out that side over here. And then I figured we can use the King. I wanted the King to walk in like this, maybe the King over here like this, and then walk in with the rest of the troops. And then while all those buildings are distracted, we can get a siege barracks somewhere over here, maybe put some loons to take out this mortar, because we want to put the siege barracks somewhere where it's not in range of any defenses to make sure it spawns out all of those wizards and P.E.K.K.A.s. So that means this side's going to be funneled out with the siege barracks. So we basically got 10 o'clock and 12 o'clock funneled out, which means we can go with the Super Witches. Let's go ahead and change Super Witches to black. We can go with the Super Witches straight into the town hall here. And I am bringing some extra hog riders. So we're going to be bringing hog riders inside our siege barracks, which means those are going to come out. The hog riders are going to come out. Let's make the hog riders orange. So the hog riders are going to come out of the siege barracks and go. Oh, we don't want to do that. That there, the hog riders should come out, and they're going to go along this bottom side with the RC. And then also I'm going to send in some extra hog riders, which I think they're going to be able to get some nice value and come all the way along this side, because this is a single inferno. We don't have to worry about a multi-inferno. The hog riders should tank the single inferno so the RC doesn't get roasted, and there's no enemy heroes over here, so we don't have to worry about enemy heroes, you know, taking up our hog riders. So I feel like the hog riders and the RC can get some good value over here, so that side's going to be taken care of. Super Witches are going to come right into the town hall, and then we do have, let's change this to green. We do have double jump, so we're going to go ahead and do it one jump right. Let's move that because it doesn't let me draw over stuff. We're going to do one jump right there, and then we're going to do the other jump over here on the back end, which I am a little bit worried about ending on these two scatter shots. But with Super Witches, they're pretty powerful. Usually they have enough push to get through the base. The only thing we have to worry about is time fails. So that's the plan, guys. Make sure you comment down below before we even do the attack. Let me know how it looks, and let's see if we're going to be able to get this triple. Alright, so sadly I did record this attack live, but the file ended up being corrupted or something, and it's not working. So we're going to go ahead and recap what happened. I did cover up the little timer thing, so you don't know if it was a triple or not. You guys are just going to have to wait and find out, because some things definitely do go wrong. So let's find out what actually happens here. Let's go ahead and play it. And so you can kind of see what the army is. This army is like really powerful, especially if you have a part of a base where the hog riders can come in. You know, those extra hog riders can like sweep a whole side. So it definitely takes a little bit of base identification to go. Let's play it. I got 2 jump spells. So look at this, guys. I start off with the Warden Walk, just like we talked about, but look at this. We have a Tesla farm right where I want to do the Warden Walk. And a lot of you guys always ask me, well, what do you do if Teslas pop up? Well, usually you want to have some extra loons. I only brought 1 loon in this army composition, sadly, so, but I did have those extra hog riders. So good thing I brought those extra hog riders. I was able to throw them in. Otherwise, I would have had to waste a rage spell, because we don't want to prematurely pop that Warden ability. Actually, we don't want to do anything prematurely, right? So I throw in some hog riders to make sure we take care of those Teslas and take some damage off my Warden to hold on to that Warden ability. But I still do have 2 extra hog riders. Imagine if I had all my hog riders, this base would have been absolutely crushed. So I did have to throw some in, sadly, but that's okay. All right, so now we're just watching the time, because we don't want to let the Warden Walk go too long, because remember, the main thing we have to worry about is time fails. So I just want to make sure he gets down this air defense. That Tesla farm did make him take a little bit longer, but honestly, it's better to deal with that Tesla farm, you know, sooner rather than later. So I want to make sure he takes out that air defense. I get my jump spell down. Guys, the new level jump spell, well, not new, but the highest level jump spell, it lasts for a long time. So don't be scared to put the jump spell down, you know, a little bit early. Then you don't have to worry about it. So there we go. I put the King down right where I said. I want the King to take out these buildings and go this way. And then I want my King to go in the base with the Super Witches. And there we go. Warden takes out the air defense. We're going to go in and pull them over. Of course, you guys know, make sure you put the troops close enough to where the Warden's going to get pulled, and then you want the healers to switch on to your Super Witches. We got the siege barracks going in around 10 o'clock. There's no damage on the siege barracks, so it's going to be able to spawn all those troops in. We got the troops going in. There are some skeleton traps, so this is where it got a little bit messy right here, because the troops got like held up, and look at that. Oh my god, the RIP to the healers. They hit the SAMs, but the troops did get held up a little bit longer than I anticipated because of all the skeleton traps. Look at all the skeleton traps, and then he does have a lava hound in the CC. So I wanted the Town Hall to be taken down before the Hog Riders come out of the Siege Barracks, but it wasn't timed perfectly, so the Hog Riders are coming out before the Town Hall is even down, which might be a little bit of an issue because then the Town Hall is going to activate and start hitting my Hog Riders. So that would have been nice if, you know, all those traps weren't over there, but that's okay. We put down the RC. The Hog Riders are going to tank for the Royal Champion otherwise. And then look at this. Also, I end up hitting a tornado trap right there. Oh my god, so many unlucky things happening in this attack. So I hit the tornado trap. Town Hall is still up, which means it's roasting my Hog Riders, which is a little bit annoying, but they do end up surviving, which is really nice. So they're still doing what I want them to do. I don't put a jump spell down right here because I figured the witches can just break through this wall. Usually super witches and witches are really good on these type of bases that have, like, you see like these like long hallways, because then you can keep the troops, like, you know, you kind of control where they go and keep them close together, which is really nice. And then I put the other jump spell down over here. I kind of do miss it a little bit, which is okay. They still are able to jump into the compartment I want them to go for. And then at this point, this is becoming a lot closer than I expected. I expected this base to be absolutely crushed with those Hog Riders. Hog Riders do end up going down, of course, that scatter shot. If my troops didn't get held up as long as they did, maybe they would have been distracting that scatter shot, but that's okay. We still have a lot of super witches left. Some of them do end up going to the right, which is a little bit annoying because remember, guys, the main thing we have to worry about is time, but good thing I still have the Queen ability, and that Queen ability is going to save us here and be able to pick up the triple. That's right, guys. This attack, if you don't know, it does end up being a triple. Super witches, really, really powerful. I absolutely love them. I'm just coming in this CWL. Honestly, this CWL, it's just for fun. We're just doing it for medals. So I'm just coming in with the easy spam strategies, and why not? Because they're actually working. Honestly, the first 2 days, I just YOLO'd my attacks. I ended up getting like I think like a 70 and like a 80 or 90. So we're going to go and take a look at tomorrow, and hopefully tomorrow we can pick up another triple, and that's going to be in this video. I mean, it won't be tomorrow for you guys because we're going to edit it, but for me, it's going to be tomorrow. I know, pretty weird, right? So look at this. We still have a lot of troops left. We still have the Queen. We still have the super witches, 2 super witches, a big boy, and there we go. It is a triple. Super witches, definitely one of the strategies you guys want to be using. So this is the next base we're going to be hitting, and again, I got stuck with one of the last bases, and I'm going to be honest, I hate this base. I really have no plan. So when everything else fails, it's time to go with a spam strategy because, hey, spam is working really good right now. So let me go over kind of what I'm thinking in my head because I'm not even really sure what I'm thinking on this base, but this is my idea. So I figure we can pretty much start off with the Warden and Warden walk like this side, like over here, so funnel out that side. I figure we can put the King somewhere like this so the King can go down, and then we can also bring some witches with the King, and we're going to be coming in with the Yeti P.E.K.K.A smash. You know, some people call it Chinese smash with the P.E.K.K.As, but I don't have any super witches. I'm going P.E.K.K.As, bowlers, and Yetis. So if you guys are wondering, you'll see in a second. So I figured the King, we'll put a little K here for King. The King and the witches can go down like, oh, that's a bad K. All right, let's do this. I don't know why. There we go. Okay, so the King and the witches hopefully could take out like this side right here and sweep it. So then we can go straight in with, I can't decide if I want to go with a wall wrecker or a log launcher. The downside of the log launcher is it might not make it, and then not only that, but it's going to activate the town hall a little bit earlier. So I think we're going to go with a wall wrecker. I figure we can wall wreck straight into the town hall. It should get there pretty easy, and it should be a nice path. Oh yeah, and we are going to be bringing bat spells, so it's going to be, you know, something like a Yeti P.E.K.K.A Bobat type situation because we do have that single Inferno in the core. And then I figure we can send in the Royal Champion somewhere over here to take out this side with the with a headhunter to take out this eagle and maybe take out some of this stuff over here. We'll see how much she gets. So that's basically the plan. I mean, I know it's kind of a mess because, like I said, even I don't know what I want to do. And then I also have the bat spells. I don't really know what I want to do with the bat spells yet. I'm just figuring I'm going to hold those bat spells. I'm going to let my troops go as far as they can into the base, and then we'll just see where we end up putting those bat spells. Let's just hope we don't get a 1 star because this plan is a mess. Let's go ahead and see if it's going to work. Again, I'm sorry, guys, that I was not able to record this live because of my schedule, but that's okay. You guys are going to be able to see if it ended up being a triple or not because this plan, it was just a mess, and it ended up going a mess too. Let me just tell you that. So let's go in and see what happens here. You can see what strategy I've trained up. I told you I got the 2 witches to go with the King, and then I got some P.E.K.K.As, some Yetis, and some bowlers. One of my favorite strategies with the bats, but the downside of the bats is I only have 2 free spells, so I'm hoping that my main army was able to do a lot of work here. So starting with the Warden Walk, remember I wanted the Warden just to get a little bit of value, not a super crazy Warden Walk, just take out some of those top buildings over here. And look at this, already going wrong. The King ends up up going up. I wanted the king to go down, so I kind of placed him wrong. You know, I ended up having to attack within the last 5 minutes of CW. I honestly forgot that, like, I almost forgot to do my attack. So I ended up having to attack the last 5 minutes, so my head was kind of, so I probably dropped the king wrong. We wanted the king to go down this way with the witches, but that's okay. He'll end up going into the base, and there we go. I ended up going with the wall wrecker. Warden's going to pull over the healers, which is really nice. King's going to get distracted by my main army, so I didn't have to worry about it getting distracted with the world champion. I forgot to say that in there. I said I was going to bring a headhunter, not thinking that the king would get distracted, but then look at this, guys. This is where it's going all wrong. The queen ends up going up. Queen, what are you doing? We did not want her to go up. We wanted the queen to go down this way with the main army. She ends up going up with the RC, which, I mean, I guess we'll see what happens. But yeah, queen, you know, I don't know about your guys' queen, but my queen, she never does what I want her to do. I do end up popping that warden ability just to make sure the wall wrecker gets all the way to the town hall, because we don't want that wall wrecker to open up and then we end up getting a 1-star. That is not good. And then also, look what's happening here, guys. This is really, really bad. The single inferno is roasting my wall wrecker, so that's really, really scary. I end up freezing the single inferno, because if that wall wrecker doesn't make it, that's an RIP, and that town hall is not going to end up going down, because look, my whole army ends up going towards 6 o'clock, because remember, guys, my king and witches went up instead of down. So if my witches went down, they would have took out this whole side, meaning my main troops would have went to the core, but that didn't happen. So we got to make sure that wall wrecker gets there, and luckily it just with like a second, it ends up breaking open this wall, which is really, really lucky, because now the Yetis can end up walking in. The town hall is going to end up getting activated soon. There we go. They hit it. And at this point, I'm going full panic mode. I'm like, oh no, I'm going to 1-star. I'm going to 1-star. So I end up using the free spell to freeze up these expos. I'm not sure if I really needed it or not. Let's go like kind of back and see. I probably, I don't think I needed it, but it's better to be safe than sorry, because in these one-hit formats, we do not want to end up getting a 1-star. So this is me going full panic mode here. You know, every attack can't be perfect. And now we still have the bat spells to work with. We also still have the queen ability. We still have a lot of troops up, so it's definitely not looking too bad, even though I'm getting so unlucky and so many things are going wrong. We're gonna end up doing a bat bomb over on this single inferno, because we got to make sure we get that single inferno down. If we have any chance to save this attack, that single inferno has to go down in this core. So we're gonna go ahead and put that the bats down to take out the single. And then the only other really splash we got to worry about is this wizard tower and multi inferno, but the queen is in range, so the queen is tanking the multi, but it doesn't matter, because they're still going to get roasted. Bats do not last long, but they do end up getting down the expo, which is really, really helpful here. And then you can see we still have this storage, so we have to be really careful. At this point, we only have you know, like less than 45 seconds or something like that. So I do send in the minion over here, 200 IQ move, minion come in to take out this storage. That's why it's really nice to always bring a minion, because if you have like a building left in the core of the base, you can send that minion in to take it out, and you don't got to worry about having a time fail. So look at this, guys. Even though so much went wrong in this attack, I was still able to pull out the triple, and that just shows what the problem is with this meta is right now, is you can just spam, you can just throw your troops in, not even really have an idea, and things can go wrong, things can go crazy, and it still ends up being a 3-star. Look at this, we still got the Yetis up, we still got P.E.K.K.A.s, we still got a king, and I mean, this meta, it's just, it's so crazy right now. Look at this, we do find the tornado trap, which is a little bit annoying. At this point, we're at 14 seconds. Good, guys, if we didn't have this minion, this would have ended up being a time fail, 100%. Thank God I brought that minion, and I sent them in at 12 o'clock. So there you guys go. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you like seeing my personal attacks. Usually I'm showing, you know, because I'm no pro. I mean, I'm a decent attacker, but I'm not a pro player. Let's be honest. So I like showing the pro players' attacks over my attacks. But if you guys like seeing my planning and my attacks, we can definitely do more of that. I keep telling you guys, I plan on getting back up to Legends League and do my own Legends League push, but I just got to get back up there first. I'm always super busy working, recording videos. But anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in. If you watched the whole video, you are the real supporter, and I'll see you next time.